Alright guys, so this is a KitchenAid, and our complaint on this, the top shelf 52, as you go lower, it's getting better. Okay, as you can see, we're at the bottom and we're at 36 degrees. Okay, 38, some parts. If you go in here, we're at 39. In this drawer here, I mean 40, 36. Unit just turned off. Whoa. Alright guys, so we're back in, and you can hear the damper. This is the KitchenAid. So now what we're looking for is the rotation of the fan. And we're pretty cold down here in the bottom. We're at 35. So we're getting airflow. Freezer fan is working. Dampers opening and closing, and fan has not yet started. I will add some light shortly. And what I'm thinking is going on with this unit is maybe this fan is flipped over, so rotating instead of actually pushing or pulling and pushing, it's actually sucking and basically putting all the cold air down here instead of up there. So by the way, this cover, you can actually remove this cover. It's not too bad, and you can actually see what's going on here. Some other models, they had a tab here, you'd have to screw it. Those broke, so it's not the end of the world. Some models have the screws there. This particular one had the screws there, but the tabs broke off, but it's not gonna hurt anything. So right now we're watching this fan. Should be starting shortly. And what we're gonna be checking is airflow coming up from the evaporator, which is behind that cover. And we wanna make sure that we're feeling airflow coming up. There we go. So the fan is on. Okay. Now, I don't feel any flow at all. I should be feeling nice suction. Now, nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. So in fact, we're gonna do a trick where, you see that? I just put a $20 bill, and if you see, look what it's doing. See that? It wants to suck the bill in, which means the fan is backwards. So we're gonna flip it, and I think the previous tech must have installed it incorrectly. So these are things you have to check for. So if your upper section is not as cold, and it's cold down here, just double check the fan, make sure the fan is rotating in the proper direction. All right guys, so we're done. The fan is installed the proper way. Now, like I said, they have the fan on the top portion, and obviously it can be a little confusing at first just by looking at it, because it does have two positions or two places where you could actually set the fan. But you must understand the orientation. you have your damper, okay? And you also have your air going up. So if you have your fan sitting up top, okay, your fan will be pushing air only through this opening. It will not be shoving. It will be pushing, which was the problem they were having. So you must position the fan to pull, okay? And as it is pulling, it is shoving, and some of the air that is being shoved up will be forced through the damper and into this area at the bottom. So that is the fix. Make sure the label is facing up, and your blades should be well, basically just keep this in mind. Those things should be poking up. Those rubber things, okay, they poke up. So all right, and the damper was the foam was damaged, so I fixed that, and everything's sealed. So we should be up and running shortly. I will keep you updated on how she is doing. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, unit is running. Ice fan is on. Waiting for this fan to come on. Now, if all is working well, it should blow that note out of the way. It should not suck it. So if you see it suctioning, then we're still having problems. The fan should be blowing and pushing away that note. Fan takes a second to kick on, so bear with me. There we go. All right, guys, just want to do a quick check again. With 35 up top, 31. So unit is doing well. And just keep in mind, like I was mentioning, if your fan is backwards or it's not blowing that bill, just pay attention to those, and that should be it. Thanks for watching.